how easy it is to locate forageable seasonal products in Scotland in 2025 in a particular area. This video is about foraging district that I'm accustomed to here in Scotland, and the idea of regions within a foraging district that's suitable to source products when you need them. The idea is to see if I can name particular regions and use them as landmarks on foraging district maps for people to identify where they can find certain things. For example, when I started foraging in 2015, the very first place I did so officially was along the River Esk path, which runs from just up the road from Whitecraig down to Musselburgh along the River Esk. So this River Esk path, which is just that road that you see parallel to this foraging ground, is part of this district, but there are different regions. I'm standing on one of them now. So it dawned on me the other day when I was trying to see how far the wild garlic has come on since the season had started, and it's February now. I think it was Sunday the 9th. I started exploring along the River Esk, as I always do, to see if things are coming on finally. But because it's winter and the trees are bare, you start to realize that actually there are different regions. It doesn't come apparent until everything is empty and you can see a lot clearer. And then it dawned on me, what if I can come up with names for different regions within this foraging district along the River Esk path? So this district would be called the River Esk Path Foraging District, right? In Musselburgh. Or it's between Musselburgh and Whitecraig, but it's sort of associated with Musselburgh more. However, there are no, I don't know, English words I could use, because it's, in essence, the area itself is Musselburgh or the River Esk Path. That's enough. But I'm talking about specific zones, giving them names. So I decided to use Oynish names, yes, because I'm working on a constructed language. So to give them Oynish names, I don't know how I'll translate it to English yet, but what is significant is giving them Oynish names, you'll get the alphabet representation, but also the official representation, which is the Vielixa characterization, and it means that it becomes easier for me to identify these zones, and I can share it with people. They can use this system if possible, you know, but I just believe it would be a nice way of doing so. So I've identified 9 regions within the River Esk Path foraging district that runs from Whitecraig to Musselburgh, or the other, depending on which side you come from Musselburgh to Whitecraig, right? So there are 9 regions or zones. So I came up with 9 names, and these are Oynish words, and this is where it becomes really fun, because, you know, it's just after walking these 9 regions that it dawned on me it would be nice to sort of give them names, and I came up with the names. So I'll be listing the names, but there'll be 9 videos following this introduction that you'll get to see what the region looks like now. And I'm hoping that as the season progresses, I'll continue to vlog and you'll see the transformation, because then you probably see other stuff start to come into season while other stuff fades out, right? So I'm going to share with you the 9 names, and I wrote them down on a notepad, but I'm going to show you what these names look like in character form, but also in alphabet form. And I said it's not English. If I can find an English translation, it's probably not British English. I might have to just call it New Jamaican English, but we'll see when we get there. But the idea is the Oynish words. Now, I've got my notepad here. I'm just going to turn the camera around and you're going to see what I've jotted down so far. But I am going to show you the character design for the name of the different zones, and then I will also make available the 9 videos for these particular regions with the accompanying name. So here I've got my notepad. I've jotted down some words. These are Oynish words, as I said. So yes, the 9th, Sunday the 9th of February. It's the name of the River Espath, Loms. So in essence, I use the word Lom. Now, Lom is used as an Oynish word that describe a foraging, a region within a foraging district that you can forage for products. So that's basically it. A Lom is just a region within a foraging district, right? So the Oynish word for it is Lom, L-O-M. Now, if it's plural, it's Lomi. However, the English translation is just Lom, L-O-M, and you add the S if it's plural. So that's why I say Loms. So the region is called a Lom, and there are 9 of them. So what happened is you've got the suffix Lom, and then you've got the prefix that identify the Lom, right? So you've got Arjalom, which is region 1, right? Starting from White Craig, not from the Musbar end, but from White Craig. So I'm still in the foraging area, and it's good to sort of, explain it while I'm in the foraging district itself. It makes it more authentic, maybe for historical reason to say, when you think about foraging Lom, you can sort of know where it originated from. So region 1, as I said, the videos will highlight more as to where these regions are. I'll make the list of videos available when I finish this intro, and you'll get to see the different Loms, right? So region 1, starting from White Craig, is Arjalom. Region 2, Achelom. Region 3, Dwarlom. Region 4, Excelom. Region 5, Fejalom. Region 6, Jeepelom. Region 7, Cutelom. Region 8, Quailom. Region 9, Wifelom. So Lom is just a region within a foraging district that you can find forageable produce, whatever the season may be, or whatever the product you're foraging for may be. Right, so as I said, I love foraging, and because I believe in health promotion of seasonal fruit and veg, I obviously use the supermarket, but there are forageable stuff all over Scotland and the UK and all over the world, depending on which country you go. But because I'm in Scotland and I'm in Edinburgh and I'm close to Musselburgh, I always come down. Sometimes I go to Pennycook elsewhere. So this year, 2025, I am in the idea of developing the concept of Loms, or Lomi in Oynish. A Lom is just a foraging region within a foraging district. And the district that I am standing in is the River Espath Foraging District, which is in Musselburgh, or located along the River Espath between Musselburgh and White Craig. And I am currently standing in one of these Loms, or Lomi in Oynish. So I hope that you can share this with your friend. And as I said, this is just after years of foraging and people asking me, where do I find this in Mossborough? Where do I find this in Tranent or wherever? It's good to know that particular region or zone within the foraging district that they can go to, and the video to highlight what that area looks like or that region looks like. So thanks for watching, and I see you in the next video.